What is going on, everybody? Justin Crumley here. Welcome back to another edition of the Cujo Sports Talk Show. I'm not wearing a jersey, rest assured. That's because my Kinsler jersey's in the laundry right now. It's in the washer. And to be honest, guys, right now I don't feel like wearing anything Tigers related. I really don't. I'm very upset with them right now. Maybe not them, but their fucking manager. Absolutely. Just Rules theme song. Hey guys, welcome back. Obviously, I got a lot to talk about as far as this segment goes. I'm going to do this pretty short. I'm going to try and keep it as short as I can so you guys aren't sitting here listening to me ramble for 40 minutes. Okay, before I get started, I just want to say the way I'm going to do the Tigers is I'm going to wait till they've played like a lot of games, like between 20 and 30. Maybe when they pass 30 games and they have an off day, that's when you can expect a video from me. Not always. Not always. I mean, there's things going on in my life that I need to, take care of. But I'm just saying, that's when you can expect me to come on. Unless, like, a big trade happens or some big news. From this point on, that's what I'm saying to expect as far as if nothing happens, nothing important really happens, just expect me to only make a Tigers video like maybe once a month or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, between 20 and 30 games, or if they pass 30 on their next off day, that's when you can expect a video from me. With that said, let's talk about the Tigers. You guys can't tell by now, I'm not very happy with them. I just watched them play in the Royals, and they just fucking lost a series, 2 out of 3. And tonight was very manageable. It was a very manageable game. They loaded the fucking bases 3 times, and they couldn't score once. I don't give a shit how good Kansas City's bullpen is. There's no excuse for that. And you know what? I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. Brad fucking Osmus. I want to call this guy out because I have watched him make boneheaded decision after boneheaded decision, and it's really happening this year. Last week, they were playing the White Sox. Jabba Chamberlain came out. The Tigers are up 6-3. Jabba Chamberlain comes out, gets the first 2 out. Looks like it's going to be an easy inning. Well, then he puts 2 guys on base, and he faces Melky Cabrera, who is absolutely dominant when batting left-handed. So instead of doing the smart thing and taking Jabba Chamberlain out and putting in like Blaine Hardy or Tom Gorzelany, somebody that can handle, if you force Melky Cabrera to go right-handed, where he's only batting like a .074 or something, 74, 71. He's terrible when he's batting right-handed. He's like the opposite of Victor Martinez right now. But instead of doing that, he leaves Jabba Chamberlain in.
Of course!
Guess what happened? Melky Cabrera absolutely destroys the ball. Boom, 3-run homer.
Of course!
Oh, but it gets better. Instead of taking out Jabba Chamberlain at that time, you want to know what happened? Brad Osmus left him in.
Of course!
Oh, and it gets better. You want to know what happened after that? Chicago took the lead.
Of course!
And just so you guys get to see that amazing clip again, I'm going to ask you another very obvious question. Guess who won that game? The Chicago White Sox.
Of course!
Guess who won that series? The White Sox. At the time I'm making this video, the Tigers have lost 2 series in a row. They lost 4 of their last 6. 4 of their last 6. You can't keep losing these divisional games and hope to take the division. Now, another example of Brad Osmus's bad managing happened earlier tonight. I just watched it. Okay, it's like the bottom of the 9th. Cabrera gets a base hit, or no, he gets walked. He got walked by, I think it was Frazier or something. He gets walked by Frazier. Brad Osmus takes him out for a pinch runner. Now, let me just say it right now. I'm not 100% against this. It was the bottom of the 9th. It was a 1-1 game. All you had to do was bring in a run. So he puts Rajai Davis on first. Again, not against this idea. However, if you're going to do that, have fucking Rajai Davis steal a damn base. I'm not even kidding. Rajai didn't steal second. No. Osmus didn't give him the green light. You don't take Miguel Cabrera out of the lineup to pinch run Rajai Davis and not have him do anything. Especially when the game is in your hand. All you have to do is bring home the winning run. And like I said, I'm not against the idea of Rajai Davis pinch running for Cabrera. Oh, it gets worse. You want to know who Brad Osmus put in at first base because Alex Avila is on the 15-day DL? He might be out for half the season. Oh, take a wild guess. Hernan Perez. Yeah, that's who took Miguel Cabrera's spot in the lineup. And, well, the Tigers they didn't bring home the winning run, so they go to the 10th. Guess what happens? Angel Nesbitt hits, I think it was Alex Gordon. It was Alex Gordon. He hits Alex Gordon. And the ball, like I read on Twitter, I didn't see it. I was actually tweeting at the time. But then I heard, oh, you hit him. And let me just say, I can't stand ESPN commentators. I really can't. John Kruk. I think Kurt Schilling's in there, and the other guy, I don't really remember. I'm sorry, but I don't like them. They annoy the hell out of me. So Angel Nesbitt puts Alex Gordon on. Alex Gordon took second base. He stole second base. Lorenzo Cain, or Gerard Dyson, I don't remember which one. It was one or the other. Pretty sure it was Lorenzo Cain, but he grounds out to second and advances the runner to third. So Omar Infante blasts one into center field. Sac fly, RBI, 2-1 Royals. All right, let's fast forward. The Tigers load the bases with no outs on Greg Holland. I actually thought they were going to do it. I thought they were going to make Greg Holland blow his first save since July 24th, 2014. Spoiler alert, it didn't happen. And you want to know why? Because Hernan fucking Perez hit into a double play. The guy that replaced Miggy in the lineup. And I'll tell you what, bases loaded, Miggy comes up to bat, I'd be sitting here tweeting about that walk-off home run that he hit, possibly, or something, because I trust Miguel Cabrera a shitload more than I trust Hernan Perez at the plate. So yeah, he hits in a double play, hits it down the third base line. I forgot, Cologne or something, whatever their third baseman's name is, the Royals. Guns it to home plate, gets the force at home, and then Salvador Perez guns it down to first base, gets the force out at first. Double play. Victor Martinez gets walked. Yoenis Cespedes strikes out. End of the game. You want to know something, guys? I don't blame anyone. I hold those 2 games on Brad Osmus. And for the most part, eyes are really itchy. For the most part, the Tigers, they have a decent record. They have a good record. The Tigers are 19-13. Nice. They're only a game up on the Twins, who are in third place at 18 and 14. Now, the Tigers are a game and a half back on the Royals, who are 20 and 11. The fucking Tigers, they don't play today. They don't play today at all. The Royals play the Rangers. So the Royals have a chance, and the Rangers fucking suck. So the Royals have a chance to go up by 2 games. And I'm going to sum up this whole season as fast as I can, because I know I've been here a little longer than I wanted to be with my rant. But the word that sums this up so far, inconsistency. Now, what I mean by that is starting pitching. The pitching, for the most part, it's been all right. I have no complaints, even about the bullpen. The bullpen, besides Jabba Chamberlain that one game, Al Albuquerque has been absolutely terrible this whole season. But to be honest, Joakim Soria, he's tearing it up, absolutely tearing it up. He's 10 for 10 in saves and opportunities. He's 10 for 10. No complaints there, surprising enough. But even with that said, starting pitching, every pitcher in this rotation has gotten lit up at least once, except for Kyle Lobstein. And even to say that he's never been lit up is a little of an understatement, because he did have a bad game against the Royals earlier this season. So, yeah. Now, Justin Verlander hasn't pitched yet. He just got cleared to start throwing again. Really hope to see him soon, because you people are going to hate me for this. You can go ahead and blast me in the comment section. I really don't give a flying fuck and a half. I really do think Justin Verlander can still be a good pitcher. And honestly, I welcome him back. Shane Green was absolutely awesome tonight, but before that, he was struggling really bad. Alfredo Simon was good against Chicago. Too bad Jabba Chamberlain fucked that up. But he struggled his start before that. David Price got lit up against the Yankees a while ago. And just Anibal Sanchez is like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He's good one start. He sucks in his next. I don't know what's going on there. His last start, he got absolutely rocked. And, I mean, just inconsistency. And that goes for the batting, too. I mean, this is a Tigers offense that has Anthony Gose, Ian Kinsler, Miguel Cabrera, Victor Martinez. Now, I'm going to excuse Martinez a bit because he is playing on a surgically repaired knee. So that's why he's not batting too well left-handed. But Yoenis Cespedes, JD Martinez. I mean, these are all big names in the Tigers lineup. They had Alex Avila, but he's on the DL, and he might be gone for quite some time. And James McCann is batting almost 300, so he's doing pretty nicely. Of course, he's got a huge responsibility now. He's got to fill in for Avila. But anyway, now I'm not going to knock each player. I'm not going to knock them because for the most part, Cabrera's batting really well. Kinsler's all right. I mean, as far as like their averages go, Cespedes is doing really well. As far as like the averages and shit goes, they're okay. I have no problem. My problem comes from the runs. There are games where the Tigers could easily score, where they're facing a pitcher with an ERA that's like above 4, and they could easily score like 6 runs on the guy. They get 1. This was the problem last year, consistency. If this doesn't get better, if the Tigers don't get more consistent, they're not going to win a lot of games. And they're damn sure not going to win that World Series that we're all hoping and praying for. So, just to sum up my feelings for the Tigers right now, I would say I'm glad they're at least winning, and they're not far behind. They're only a game and a half behind the Royals, so they're easily manageable. They can easily catch them. But there has to be more consistency here. Starting pitching needs to kind of shape up a bit. you know, and just get more consistent. The bullpen, same issue. Consistency. I'd like to see, besides Soria, I'm going to exclude him. David Price has been really great too, so I'll exclude him from the consistency thing. Well, against the Yankees, he was bad, but I guess if I'm going to call out a pitcher on the Tigers right now, starting pitcher, it's going to be Anibal Sanchez because this is a guy that only gave up 4 home runs last year. This year, he's already given up, I think, like 7. Is it 7? I'm not 100% sure, but he's given up more right now than he did all of last year. This was a guy that had the best ERA in the American League 2 years ago. And now he's good one day and then he sucks the next. Day meaning rotation, his day in the rotation. And now, if I'm going to call someone out in the bullpen, it's going to be Albuquerque. Because, again, this is a guy that last year had a nasty slider, was one of the most consistent pitchers out of that bullpen. And now this year, his ERA is like 11, I think. Might be higher than that. I'm not sure. Can't fucking throw a strike. Decided to boost up his walking numbers because, hey, that's what a pitcher's supposed to do, right? Walk batters. Give me a break. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no excuse for it. And as far as hitting goes, looking at you, Castellanos. I'm sorry, guys, but Castellanos has not been consistent at the plate or as a third baseman. He makes too many stupid mistakes at third base. Cabrera was a better third baseman, and that says a lot. Another guy I want to kind of pick on a little bit is JD Martinez, who just broke his hitless streak yesterday. He had a hit today, I think a double actually, so he's getting back on track. Hopefully he stays there. I'm not calling him out. The guys I've called out so far, Sanchez, Albuquerque, Castellanos. But right now, I'm looking at Brad Osmus because the loss against the Royals last night and the loss against the White Sox, that was all on him. You want to win a World Series? You got to be consistent. You got to be good with your managing. You got to make smart decisions. And at this rate, guys, I don't know. It's too early in the season to decide. Even if the Tigers come in, even if they make it as a wild card team, they could still make it. The Royals were a wild card team last year, and they made it, and they took the Giants to 7 games. So who's to say the Tigers can't do that? That's all we can do is hope. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. I know this one was a little short, but that's how I like to make these now. I like to make them short just so you guys can watch for about maybe 10, 15 minutes and then go on and get back to your lives. I'll be back whenever. I've got some more videos I need to work on. So, yeah, whatever. Till next time, guys, I'm Justin Crumley. This is Cujo Productions, signing out.